Hey guys, it's Shez. So today I'm going to do a reading today, which is at soul core. So at your core of the soul, who are you? I feel like some of us might be struggling on this, and I've got wild hair today, so I'm just going with it. I was called to do this, so I hope you enjoyed. So I'm going to tell the phone. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please use your intuition and pick which pile you are most drawn to. It can be more than one if needed. Please remember this is a general reading, and if you know me, you know I keep it raw, so I don't edit my videos. Personal thing. So we have pile number 1 with the rose quartz. It actually looks clear, but it is the rose quartz. So before I get into it, I feel like you guys have hearty energy. You wear your heart on your sleeve, and you're very like a giving person. You're very giving to others. I feel like some of you have recently been on a self-love journey. You're getting used to being on a self-love journey and thinking of you first. Some of you found this a little bit difficult lately, okay? So tap me into the energy of my pile number 1s, please. Accurate, precise messages. And if you're wondering what my tattoo means, it means Dragon 1988. Accurate, precise messages. Okay. So your dreams are giving you clues about your future or about your current situation and where you will flourish in. I feel like some of you, this is going to sound, some of you may be drawn to dream catchers. These actually help you to ground. I know they're air-based, so it's quite unusual. Maybe you have an unusual way of grounding. This is possible. So with pile number 1, there's a possibility if you get I'm ahead of myself. A dream journal, that's the one. A dream journal. Pop in the dreams that you remember, because this may give you some clarification. Who are they at their core soul level, please? Spirit guides, ancestors, angels. Thank you. Some of you have recently moved past ancestral karma. Some of you are currently going through this. Maybe there's some shadow aspects that you need to deal with. There's a possibility that it goes back down the ancestral line. Some of this could be to do with health, and others of this could be to do with so maybe currently your health situation isn't the brilliantest or the best. I just made up that word because, you know, I can. So yeah, currently you may be in the way of your mind working. So I've been in this position. I've had severe mental health, and I've had mobility issues. Okay, I've also avoided being paralyzed from the waist down. The doctors actually told me that there was a possibility from being paralyzed from the waist down because I had a fractured lower and upper and lower lumbar in my back, which is close to the coccyx. I actually managed to change that, and I did a lot of inner work for this. Okay, I had to change my mindset. So with the severe mental health, I didn't know I didn't know really to like fakeness. But then when I come out of it, I realised that the world wasn't ready to hear what I had to say. I think one did. One actually listened and took note. That's why I said there's two sides to everything, okay? There's listening and there's hearing. Hearing is it goes over your head. Listening is taking it in and overcoming them battles. Now, I was quite determined to get out of this because my son was a baby and I wanted to try and bond with him. It took me several years to come out of the severe mental health Don't get me wrong, I still occasionally get anxiety. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's better. But I've started to change my mindset, okay? It wasn't the easiest thing to go through, and it's the weirdest but most accomplished I felt, okay? Because the mindset changed. So obviously, if you're not used to shadow work yourself, it's going to be a lot heavier on you to start off with. Now, I've been very like with shadow work, it used to take me longer, and then with the change in mindset, it only took me 2 days. Whereas some of you, it may take you a little bit longer than that to get out of the shadow aspects. I feel like it's like a karmic loop for some of you that go back generations. So it's not all yours, okay? And you're the one that they believe can get them out of it, which they've got a lot of faith in you, okay? Okay. So some of you guys need to let go of being right all the time, because sometimes we are incorrect. I feel like your spirit animal currently is a buffalo. Also, maybe some of you are thinking about moving or moving into a new direction. This is moving into a new direction. This is actually going to help you. So those who are thinking of going on holiday or along them lines, this would help you a lot. Okay. Some of you may have spiritual gifts and are currently hiding them. So you also may, providing that you resonate with it, of course, you may have an eagle and a wolf. So once you've transformed, you will have a wolf and an eagle spirit with you. So you will see things from a higher perspective, and you will also see things as a wolf. Wolves, yes, they can be on their own sometimes, but they also need a pack or a community around them. So for those of you who have been struggling to trust certain people due to past endeavors, that's understandable. Maybe that's something you need to work on. Trust. Okay. Some of you need to make plans because you're procrastinating. What I mean by this is you're avoiding doing what you should. And yeah, I used to be like this as well. So I understand. I have ADHD, which is like the known telltale sign of having ADHD. But I also believe that those with mental health, one, you wouldn't have it at all if you weren't strong enough to deal with it and come out the other side. And two, you have intelligence. Just because the world isn't ready to hear it now doesn't mean they won't be. Sorry, my son just came in quickly, so apologise if that cut out for a couple of minutes. So some of you are forgetting to be grateful for where you currently are, right? So with abundance, there's 3 main things that I notice, okay? I am happy to have a roof over my head. That's one of them, okay? I like the number 3, as you can tell. 1, if you've got a roof over your head, food in your belly, and clothes on your back, you are abundant. Okay, so maybe be grateful for that. If there's any movement, get excited about the smallest little thing, like the tiniest little things. I have like personally experienced being in debt, being at the lowest point of my life in some ways, like having the cheapest, and there's been several like trials and tribulations. I finally like, so with the debt-free thing, okay, I had psychosis and I applied for PIP, right? This is when it first come out, yeah? They rejected me, right? They said, nope, I had psychosis. I was at my illest, and they still said nope, right? Then I appealed it, right? Now at this time, I have like dyspraxia, ADHD, ASD, and 3 white lesions on my brain that are stable, right? So, excuse me. And I see a mental health nurse every year, so I still have to see her. So with a daily living, sometimes I do struggle. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I don't struggle. I do struggle sometimes because I have this. And for those who have dyspraxia or dyslexia, I feel for you, because black and white ones are not that easy to see. So then you have to write in a different colour. Not all the companies do it in a different colour, and we're like, what, in the 21st, 22nd century? Like, and they still haven't adapted this. Like, I'm still baffled by this, right? So, and obviously, yes, Amargo can help you, but they've got other clients, so it's limited, and then you have to wait so long for them to help you with the forms that you've got to fill out and everything else. So with PIP, I got the daily living. Now I had basically I was walking around COVID times, yeah, with a dislocated knee, so like this. So trigger warning, I'm really sorry if people don't like this. Should have done that first. And for like 2 years, okay, before I had even got seen, okay. And then because it was so swollen, they couldn't actually see what was wrong with my knee. I then went to someone else, then it was less swollen, so he put me forward to a consultant, and then the consultant said, like, basically gave me these injections that had gel plates in it. Like, that's the only way I can explain it. And the first time, it worked for about a month healing, and then it didn't. So I obviously had that limitations in my mind, okay, because obviously it worked for so long and then it didn't. I am now, like, currently with my mobility a lot better. I no longer need the walking stick on the, because I had 2 injections for this to work, okay. So yeah, I'm doing it slowly but steady, but I no longer need to be in a walking stick. My knee doesn't hurt as much, and I changed my mindset from them limitations beliefs, right? I now understand that I'm not going to do too much too soon, because I feel like that's not going to help the progress of it. So if anyone is struggling with health at this current time, changing your mindset is key, and it's not the easiest to do, okay? It is the weirdest, most unusual thing to do, okay? To change your mindset, okay? However, once you've done that, then that health eases and, like, goes away, okay? So to me, you are strong if you are currently, like, dealing with health issues, because I've been at both. And yes, people do stare at you, to the point I have unique fashion anyway. So I was like, if they're going to stare at me, they might as well be staring at something, you know? So I have unique leggings that are like loud, they're not quiet. Like, obviously my hair was green and pink tints at one time. You know, that's how, like, I started. And then it progressed from there. Right. Anything else from profile number 1? What are they? Who are they? Cool level. Okay, they're saying release. This is where I was explaining health issues. Okay, you need to try to release your fears. No, it's not that easy, but you will get there. Okay, maybe write fears in one column if you're into writing. Obviously, I know not everyone is. If not, record it on a phone, because you've usually got like a voice recorder. Fears to start off with. If you've got a voice recorder, or write it down on one side, and then the other side, put your desires and what you would like out of it. Okay. Remember, you steer the steering wheel. That's what I'm hearing. You steer the steering wheel. Maybe some of you are struggling at this time with that. This kind of took a weird turn, okay? So I'm just going to allow it to happen. It's very good like that. Part 1. Who are they at their core? Accurate, precise messages. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Am I taking them? Yeah, right. Sorry. Just had to double check, right. Okay. You may be quite hostile towards people at the moment. You may feel like you're fighting for everything at this current moment in time. Like everything that you deserve, you're fighting for. And you're finding it hard to deal with some of the day-to-day life. Right. Right. For two of you, or 2 to 3 of you, there is deceit going on. So someone doesn't want you to be in your full brightness or who you authentically are, and they're tapping into your fears. This could be during your meditations, providing you meditate. Otherwise, it could just be someone that you may believe is a friend or something like that isn't necessarily a friend. Okay, right. Although you may be female, okay, you're more in your go do energy. Okay, so currently you're locking your heart away because I feel like you've been hurt with love. So there's a possibility that you could have been heartbroken recently for some of you. Remember, this is a general reading. And for some of you, you are holding on to your finances too tightly. So some of you may be thinking about investing in a business or something, and you're holding it like close to your thing. If it's investing in a business, this is a good move forward. Yeah. Okay. The same with your inner strength. Okay, so you have a lot of inner strength. Some of you may be very spiritual, so you could be into spell work, alchemists. So like I heard earlier, can you keep up, baby boy? So you might be currently like constantly changing and evolving, and then other people are like, wait, what? They've left me behind. Like what? Because you're constantly alchemizing and moving on. This is you at the soul level, and people might be a bit jaded, which is where possibly the deceit comes from as well. Okay, just for some of you. Okay, you have a lot of inner strength, even if you don't believe it at times, because I'm hearing some of you don't believe it at times, that you have the inner strength. You could also be a water and fire sign. This could be in your moon or your sun. Or have strong elements of water and fire. You're very much an alchemist, okay, which means you can manifest things very quickly. And to people who are frightened of the unknown, or they don't want to go through the third eye, they just see with these two eyes, which we call the naked eyes because you can't see everything with these two eyes. They're just like, or they just don't necessarily understand it. So mirror, like, so you could be in spell work, you could be psychic, so maybe that's why they're telling you to write down your dreams. There might be some information in your dreams that you're not picking up, or like I said, record it if you can do it that way. There's alternative ways. Okay, for those of you who don't currently have this and you're single, okay, because I feel this is only for some of you. Okay, some of you may have a unique style yourself, okay, and like you have or will have, okay, 2 children. Maybe you've got 1 already. For some of you, remember this is general. I feel like the dad and the daughter, or the tomboy daughter, dress similar in stylings, and the son and the mum have their own unique style. Okay, I also see like a rainbow and a sun here. So for those of you not currently in a relationship, for those of you who are currently in a relationship, I feel like it's a close friend. Yeah, close friend. A close friend that's going behind your back, okay? They're telling me it's not your thing. Like, your... Only if it resonates, don't put words into your head. Yeah, don't put words into your head that doesn't resonate. If it doesn't make sense to you, this is obviously not your pile. Pick another pile, or there's no messages for you. But you would know instinctively who this person was, okay? That's what I'm hearing, sorry. So, I feel like this is for mostly singles anyway. Like, so if you are single in this pile, you will have a happy family. I feel like beach or the sea or water elements are going to be very important to you. And you see the clouds here. Right, there's like a grey cloud and it's starting to clear. So you're slowly coming out of it. So for those of you who are doing shadow work and slowly coming out of it, you also, if you're slowly coming out of it, you may see the number 4 as well for some of you. So I really hope you enjoyed the reading, pile number 1, and I hope this resonated with you. And I really hope that you get through your shadow work, which is going to help you out a bunch. Some of you are currently coming out of it. Some of you may be currently be in it. The mindset thing is a great tool to use. So I really hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye for now. Hey, pile 2. So if you chose this blue lapis, I can't say it, lapis Lewis, that's what I called it anyway. So lapis Lewis, this is your reading, okay? So first of all, if spirit veer off, this is what they want to bring through the messages, because I noticed in pile 1 they kind of veered off. So just in case they veer off in this one. No. Right. So we're going to see who you are at a core level. Tap me into pile number 1. Please, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, secure. Okay, you guys are very guarded at the moment. And you need to drop your shield, okay? Your fears may be causing you some issues at the moment. You may be hibernating or just be within your comfort zone. It's time to get out. Time to get out. Time to get out. Okay, a couple of you may have messages in pile number 1 as well. Just throw it out there. Or you came from pile number 1. I'm not entirely sure. This is quite interesting. Okay, so you guys are my psychic tarot reader pile, and I'll explain this in detail in a minute. Okay, so you have, excuse me for a minute, you have psychic abilities. Okay, and when we have psychic abilities and we see future timelines, okay, it could be more than one for some of you. It could be a select specific one, okay? What we do is we tend to get impatient as humans, right? I know this from experience. I am a very impatient person, although I'm more patient since having a child, but I'm still impatient, right? So instead of I'm getting better. So instead of having it like 3 months ago, right, it will happen in the perfect timing, right? That's what I need to remind myself. It will happen in the perfect timing, because I am terrible at words, but I went everything 3 months ago, right? Or I went it now, right? So this is my my issues to deal with this, okay? Some of you need to shift your perception because you're too grounded in the physical, and when you're too grounded you can't connect with spirit guides. I feel like some of your spirit guides have been trying to get hold of you, and it's like metaphorically there's like a brick wall in the way, because you've been too much in your physical like beings, like body. Like, not saying that physical is bad, but you've been too much like on the ground and focused too much on certain material things. I feel like some of you have been guarded because you've been hurt in the past by many people, and that's not always your problem, okay? That's theirs. So just to, and I also feel like although you know you're correct with certain things, sometimes you don't know you're correct, and it's okay not to know sometimes. I'm hearing not to know sometimes, because good surprises come your way and you wouldn't know. I also feel like some of you may be floating too much as well, right? So there's two lots in this pile. So there's people that are floating way too much, okay, like air that really need to ground themselves, and then there's others who are grounding themselves too much that need to let go a little bit and join the material and like the material world that we're living in and the spiritual world, like combined it together. I hope this makes sense to you because this is how they're explaining it to me, okay? Also, some of you have ideas in your head. If you're thinking of something, right, write it down and make some plans and focus on what you desire in your heart. This will lead you the way that you would like to go, okay? Your heart never lies, your head does, right? This is what I'm hearing from them. I feel like your team are very matter of fact because they need to be matter of fact with you. So just, someone might have just had a door open and close and they thought that was odd, okay? So just a heads up on that. Yeah, so if you can write it down, because obviously I know if you're dyspraxic or dyslexic, I know this isn't the easiest. You can do the alternative way, which is speak it on a speakerphone that you would have on your phone, like a voice recorder. Just help you and remind you which is which. You can do it in 2 separate folders as well in case you get confused. Yeah, you're too guarded. You're so guarded. This isn't helping your soul's growth either. You're too guarded. That's what I'm hearing. Some of you are thinking about moving into a different destination or moving into a new career or new lifestyle. Some of you are thinking about going down a new lifestyle. I said Lou, so maybe someone who's watching is a Lou. Yeah. So yeah, maybe you're thinking about going in a different direction to where you currently are in life. They are saying move towards that new life. New life, yeah. It's okay to hold space for people. But remember boundaries, discernment and stuff like that. I feel like you guys struggle with this. You're blocking off your heart, very much so. So that's what you need to drop your guard on, okay? This could be from past traumas, could be from past life traumas as well. But you're actually stopping caring connections coming in. So the people that would take you for you and who you are at the core of the soul level, and I feel like you're stopping it, you're blocking it. Something that you're doing that you're blocking it. Accurate for such messages. Who are they at their core soul level? Okay, so the sun cards come out. So if I show you this, to me, the sun card means that you're warm-hearted, you're childlike in energy. Oh, I've got an itch on my nose. So some of you may have confirmation as itch on your nose as well, or weird hair, like feeling down your arm. Feels like a hair, like a feather hair on your arm. Just saying, it felt like a hair and there was no hair there. So like down here, it felt very soft. So at your core, with the sun, so maybe the sun will revitalize you if you are able to go out. If not, imagination is key. So you have like a fun energy. You also have like, so the sun to me, you also have like flowers grow. So you've budded some flowers and they've grown, but some are like, some are dying because they're not meant for you. Okay, which sounds weird, but you'll get it. Sounds weird. They're saying you'll get it. Yeah, something like that. I also see that you will be happier in yourself once you drop your guard. I feel like you don't show people the real you because it may have triggered others. Okay, that's not your issue. That's someone else's. And let go of the thing of being right. So maybe if you are right, it's okay that you are right, but don't hang on to that. That's what they're saying. Don't hang on to that. I also see that some of you really like waters, like rivers, baths, sea. So that may actually help to cleanse you and keep you grounded as well for some of you. But it has to go up to your has to go up to like there on your body, whether you're male or female. Do you see? But yeah, like, oh, there's a couple more coming out. Okay, some of you may have just come out of a shadow period. Also, when it comes to this, I see the world as that you're going to be on top of the world, okay? And I know this sounds like an odd thing. When you come out of shadow work, you're going to feel like you're on top of the world, like you're happy and excited and fresh new starts can come in. What was I saying at the start? Patience. Patience. I said this in pile number 1 as well, and that's just clarified in this. So maybe some of you have come from pile number 1. So maybe some of you struggle with patience, okay? And I'm pretty sure I said it at the beginning, but I'm not sure. I might have said it in pile number 1 and it's just brought through to here. So they're reaffirming that although it may be difficult and you want things like 3 months ago, and like I said, a couple of you may want to go back to pile number 1, or you've come from pile number 1, okay? So if you come from pile number 1, I'm re-clarifying what I just said, okay? To the others that just picked pile number 2, okay? So with patience, okay, I used to be like this. I got a bit more patient with my child, and I've got a bit more patient because I say to myself, everything will work out at the perfect timing. Everything will work out for me in the perfect timing. Can't get my words out. Maybe some of you are struggling to get your words out right now. I feel like you guys may have in a past life telepathically spoke. So for you, words don't just come out that easy. So patience. You might get sidetracked easy as well. So as I was saying, patience. We tend to be impatient as like in a human form. if stuff isn't happening. Like, I want things 3 months ago, or I want things this. Although this may work somewhere else, it's slower here, right? It doesn't necessarily come instantaneously to a lot of us. So, yeah, it may take a little longer than you actually planned. But then you need to make sure that you're in the right energy to receive it, to appreciate it, and to be grateful for it. Right. So at your core, okay, you are this. So if you see, you are joy, happiness, success, childlike for you, very like sunny and prosperous, okay, and abundant. That is you at your soul cool level, soul core level, okay. Maybe some of you use different words or terminology, which is really cool, okay? So I really hope you enjoyed my reading, pile number 2. Don't forget that. Don't forget to say that you subbed if you have. Some of you really need to speak up. Subbed if you have, okay? And I really hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. For pile 2? What? Okay, bye pile 2. Hey pile 3, if you chose the aquamarine, this is your reading. So first of all, I feel a lot calmer in your energy. I feel more grounded, okay? You may hear this, and I feel more calm in your energy, okay? Oh, that itchy nose. So confirmation, you may get an itchy nose before I even start. Oh, it's driving me nuts. So pile number 3, you are a spiritual teacher or a spiritual teacher or a spiritual leader. You may have been seeing white pigeons or a white dove as of late. So tap me into pile number 3's energy. Please, spirit guides, ancestors, who are they at the core? Sorry, that's when I need to use the other cards. Tap me into pile number 3. Who are they at a soul core level? Before I get into it, sometimes spirit veer off. Okay, I will get back to what you are at core level if it comes out. But just in case it doesn't, okay. Ooh, interesting. Bear with me and I will let you know. Clarify. Oh, okay. Sorry, bear with me. So you guys have done a lot of healing, shadow work. You also feel a lot happier and like brighter in yourself. You also decided to go on a journey, and you're like dancing to the beat of your own drum. Like, I feel like this pile has gone through a lot. You're a natural born healer, whether this is with your voice, your hands, or in other alternative ways, because I know there's several ways to heal others. So yeah, you're a healer of the ages. That's who you are at your soul level, pile number 3. You are very grounded. I feel like some of you may call on Archangel Metatron for help with passions or solar plexus at times as well. And for grounding, you will call on, I can't remember the name, the other archangel who's for grounding. I can't remember the name. Okay, so they're saying to me that surround yourself with protective energy. And what I mean by this is there may be a different way that you necessarily ground. It may not be like everybody else's like way of grounding, okay? For some of you, it could be like a dream catcher. And I know it's quite airy, but this may actually ground you um, into the physical, okay? If this resonates, please let me know down below in the comments with the dream catcher, okay? Although it's air, it may ground you, okay? For others of you, it may make you float, okay? You'll know the difference. It is very prominent. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, burps might be a confirmation for you because I've been itching my nose on the last two piles, so that was confirmation for them. Okay, so you may burp when it's confirmation time. Okay, so with the grounding energy, okay, mine's sea salt, water. I also imagine this so that I ground, okay, because otherwise I'm floating, right? And I know this, so I imagine this too, because I currently don't have a washing up bowl because I have a dishwasher. So it's a tabletop dishwasher that I got for Christmas. So, you know, I have to imagine it. So water actually grounds me into the present, especially seawater. Okay, someone's felt like a hand go over them. So you could be clairsentient as well because I felt it. It was like, it's like hair falling on you, but there's no hair. This happened in pile number 2, so maybe for 2 of you, then yeah, maybe for 2 of you, or you've come from pile number 2 just to be curious, which wouldn't surprise me if you're from pile number 2. So they're also saying that, hang on, excuse me, some of you need to speak up, a small portion of you. Okay. Sorry, yeah, a small portion of you may need to speak up. I feel like your throat chakra is a little bit blocked. Not majorly, just a tad. So with, yeah, seeing things from a higher perspective, okay? You can see things from a higher perspective, but you need to like step back for this to happen. And also some of you may need to wait for more information. For those of you not realizing that you're actually appreciated, you are, and you also need to appreciate others, okay? So I'm just gonna see if there's anything else that I'm missing. So at the core, you're a healer of the ages. Accurate, precise messages for pile number 3. This has come up in every single reading. Patience. So if you're from pile number 2 or 1 and you're curious to see how this flows, it seems like a collective thing. So a collective thing, like collective thing at the moment. So patience, okay? Because obviously in higher realms, as we know, being spiritual, everything comes faster. Let's be honest. It does not take so long. So we want everything 3 months ago. Or like now. 3 months ago. In between to like now. Okay. So I use this for me, okay? This actually helps me because otherwise I'd be terrible, okay? I've used it recently when I changed from a lower frequency to, well, it wasn't low, but it wasn't the best, to a higher frequency with mindset. Oh my God, it was the weirdest but best thing that happened to me. So everything is always working out for me and for me in the perfect timing. So what I mean by this is your spirit guides want to make sure that you're going to be the like appreciated and grateful for what you receive in the perfect timing. If they don't feel you're there yet, they won't give it to you yet. Does that make sense? Hope that's making sense. Right. Accurate, precise readings for my pile number 3. Anything else with these ones? Okay. I'm not going to touch on that, but I will let them know. My pile number 3, accurate, precise messages. Okay. Some of you may need to shift your perception. Maybe you have been conditioned in a certain way because someone told someone that, so then they took that on, and it's like come down generations, ancestral root. So you may have been a druid, a witch, or warlock, whatever you would like to say. Some of you may have been herbologists as well. So when I say and open to different healing medicines, so there is a high possibility that you really like to use herbs. This could also be in cooking as well for some of you, okay? Now, as humans, we may not always realise this pile number 3, and I'm not going to touch on one too much, but I need to touch on the other, okay? So there may be certain people that are jealous of you without you necessarily knowing. This is just either because 1, they don't understand, or 2, they don't like the unknown, okay? And that's their choice, okay? Free will. That's their choice, okay? However, they may that you may trigger people, which is why they don't necessarily like you for no reason, okay? Let's just put that where, leave that alone. Some of you are attaching too much to things, okay? Sometimes we need to let things go to bring the new in. Some of you, not all of you. Some of you may be seeing the number 5 lately. If this is the case and you're seeing the number 5, there is a change coming your way. Heads up. Right, is there anything else for this one? Anything else for pile number 3? Yeah. Okay. They're saying you'll know who you are and you'll get it. Okay. So some of you have either recently been heartbroken, and they're telling you to move forwards and take action on moving forwards, okay? I know this isn't the easiest pain, and you're attaching to them, okay? They're saying that there's a change coming. So for those of you who have recently come out of a relationship, this is just temporary. They're saying this is just temporary, and don't let it go. Like, don't let it get hold of you, okay? And your shadow side. This is why you're protecting your heart, some of you, for that exact reason. All right, clarify action. Clarify action. No. Right. Oh my god. Right. You may feel like a bit confused at this current stage in time. Like with a lot of things. I feel like a lot of things are confusing you. Okay. They're saying take action towards your career. Mainly your career. For those of you who are heartbroken. For those of you trying to protect your heart, eventually you're going to have to come out of that phase. Okay. Okay, I don't usually do this, but they told me to take the bottom 4. Yeah, the bottom 4. Okay. So first of all, we have You Are Not Alone. So maybe you've been seeing triangles, if you can see closely. Triangles, white feather, third eye. You may be attracted to half crescent moons at this time, and that dot and that circle. So the dot is we're all connected. You may resonate with starseeds as well. So yeah, you've got to drop that. Okay. That I'll bring these two together and I'll explain in a minute. Okay. So water connection. So connects your emotions. Okay. I know this isn't the easiest, especially if you're going through heartbreak or you've been through heartbreak in the past. Okay. But this is temporary feeling and you will get over it. It may be longer for some of you, especially if you was in the relationship for longer. They say to properly heal, it takes half the time you was in the relationship. Okay. So, or for those working on self-love as well, you're gonna have to open your heart. So love and let yourself be loved. So they're saying trust in your instincts. So the way I see this is trust in your intuition. You'll know if this pile is for you because it's very specific. If it's not for you, there's no messages for you today, and that's okay too. But I'm just bringing out. So at your soul core level, you are a healer of the ages. Sometimes spirit like to veer off because they feel like they need to bring in messages. For those of you wanting confirmation, maybe this was some confirmation. You also could be a herbologist or into herbs or into recipe making with herbs, which help you heal. And you could be a druid, witch, or warlock, whatever you prefer to say. Is there anything else before I go for pile 3? Let me just double check because I feel like there's... So some of you need to root and ground. Some of you will need earth. Some of you will need water. Others of you will need fire to ground, okay? Fire is like candle and incense. I feel like you guys are mostly optimistic. You have a few issues come up. A few, like they're like a hint. Is there anything else I'm missing from number 3? They're just saying take action. Action. Maybe some of you are too much in your head and you need to take the action towards it. Anything else? Whoa! Oh, okay, there's more. Bear with me. 3. Sorry. Alright, they just all fell out at once. They all dropped at once, so there was obviously more. Okay. Yeah. You could really relate to Gaia. I'm of Gaia as well. Sometimes it's okay to take time out to yourself to reflect on your emotions and your connections. This is one of my hardest things as well. Trust. Trust in the unknown, trust in the process. Okay? All happen in divine timing, perfect timing for you. For you. Some of you may relate to Mother Gaia, feel loved and comforted by her. You also could have been in a tribe. Egyptian is sticking out to me, and that tattoo thing. I don't know. You see it? That tattoo thing. So that may be significant. High Priestess. High Priestess. Some of you may have a black cat and are more in, no. You know how to balance, okay, can't get my words out again. You know how to balance your masculine and feminine, like in a healthy way, healthy masculine and feminine. You know how to balance them. Also, a gold like hoop earrings may be significant, or snakes or feathers from ancestral. Also, angel wings is coming to me. Angel wings, angel wings. Angel wings may be significant as well. So, exchange energy to create your abundance. Okay. I feel like this is you. I feel like you've got skills and you haven't put them out there. I had someone say, yeah, but I've got several, so which one is it? Well, if you've got several and you're not putting it out there, then put your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and do, I call it the Phoebe trick. So if you haven't seen Friends, I'll explain the Phoebe trick, right? So close your eyes. And do it or not do it, it's up to you, but this is what I do, right? Close your eyes, ask yourself the question, then the first thing that comes to your mind is the right answer. Does that make sense? Yeah, some of you are resting currently. You're going through your autumn season. Crows or ravens may be significant to you at this time. So maybe some of you are going through shadow work. So if you're not sure why you're going through shadow work, maybe ask yourself and do the Phoebe trick. Because then you don't overthink as much, okay? But try and clear your mind beforehand. And I know in shadow work it's not that easy. Anything else I miss with path. Angel with love is with you, okay? Really hope that you enjoyed this. Don't forget to comment and below. Let me know yourselves. And if you enjoyed the reading, thank you very much. And bye-bye for now.